I am Eva Castro Nieves, and I'm an advocate for health prevention and holistic alternatives. I am an expert in AI and social media, and I have discovered through this journey a lot of new things. And I learned specifically from Jonathan when I met you through the Ultimate Challenge at Shanda Sumter's event back in June. My experience is very personal. Through the years, I have tried different things. So here where you see me, I used to weigh 230 pounds, and I started looking into what was causing me inflammation. Yes, I started first looking into my nutrition and look for alternatives. And through the process of that is where I start being an advocate of all these things. So I started learning about what you need to read, what you need to learn about an alternative to traditional medicine. And after my weight loss, yes, I started to get some relief of the pains that I was on before. However, it wasn't until Jonathan, you introduced us to the red light therapy that I was thinking that this was only about using the red light therapy like to a facelift or something like that, and the expensive procedures. However, I dig a little bit more, and I bump into the information that Shanda shared with us through that challenge. Since then, I am a little bit more advocate each day, because it's not only about you doing the research of nutrients and the things that you need to eat, but finding alternatives to the pain medications. I am, and particularly, allergic to NSAIDs and anything that is anti-inflammatory. So I only can hold pain with Tylenol, and that is not good for you either. So I was looking for alternatives, and this provided so much more insight on it, and it's been helping a lot. I discovered through red light therapy and my nutritional interest and all of the things holistic and health wise for the last 2 or 3 years, that we can make a difference in people's life if they know what they're eating, if they read their labels, all of the things about nutrition that I have been very interested in. And I never thought I was going to be able to break with that habit, and I did. And as I'm starting to research and look into other things to heal my pain, this was a great answer to it, I have to say. I never thought that just a light can do that. So it created a lot of more interest in this field and all of the things. My experience and my nutritional and my health holistic experience is more of a personal base, and I only give this as my experience. I'm not a professional in any way to give advice. However, my dad is a doctor, and he and I have been debating a little bit, because now is like what he taught me initially, it's all the other way around. Like before, I thought it was you need to cure things. Now it's more of a prevention thing, and that's it. Some of my pain has been diagnosed through sciatica, so that I do have a pinched nerve. I know that I had a lumbar inflammation on my disc after an accident. But like with the medications, yes, you start to see some relief, but it came back, and it was the food that I was eating. I find out that I'm intolerant to gluten. I didn't know that. I thought I was just getting bigger because I was eating carbs. It was not just that, it was the gluten. I also found out that certain products or foods give me inflammation. So I started taking them away. And I've noticed that the minute that I eat them by mistake, I'm so sensitive that I can feel those inflammations back. So most of the root of the cause is the sciatica, and the things you eat is basically what have triggered them. Now, in the back of my knee, on my left knee, I had a Baker cyst, which is kind of a sac that can be created, and if touched and sensitive to the area, it becomes tender and it hurts. So when I started doing the red light therapy and I started doing even the nicotine patches, it started getting better and better and better. The minute I started doing that, that was resolved. Now, just recently, I've noticed that any injury that I get on my body is going to be triggered in pain, like more and more and more. And I got the knee massager, the heated massager, the red light that you got, and that I started using it. The first few days, I was like, this is not necessarily helping me, but that's not true. It was the ongoing use of it. I mean, it was really, really swollen, my leg. I couldn't bend my knee. I was unable to pull my leg back. And using, after probably 3 weeks, it took me a little bit, but I can walk again, and that was brilliant. It was really good. The source of most of it has a lot of variants. It can be the food, it could be my sciatica, or even a bad move. But it's not something genetic. It's nothing that it was due to an inflammatory disease, but it definitely helped me with the inflammation when I started doing that. So the red light therapy, I have used it on the back. I have not used it yet on the neck. My mom, she has been having thinning hair for the longest time. And although she wants just to create more abundance and more volume, that not necessarily it's in her condition particularly, but what I've seen is that her hair has been growing exponentially. She's like going to the beauty salon to get her hair cut like more often. So that also is one thing that I have learned from the red light therapy, not only for my pains and all of the things in my body. Yes, I have used it in the back. I have used it on my legs. And I even use that massager on my foot. Because the leg in itself was hurting so much all the way from my back. And I decided, what could happen if I just put it on my foot? And it actually helped me heal from like the bottom up, all of the leg. And it's really, really good. I have to say, I really felt some relief on there, because the only thing that I think that triggered it just recently, because I was out of pain for a while, and then all of a sudden it happened. It was that I was like dancing, and I did a sudden move, and that move just triggered my knee, everything. But every time that I stand, it was painful. So I said, why not just try it on the foot? And it actually helped it all. So you can use it anywhere. Yeah. And then my mom, like I was telling you, what other things that I have used it for was, she got the cap, the baseball cap, and she's seen how her hair is growing more than she really wanted, because she has a short hair style, not like me. So now it's like she needs to go more often to it. So it definitely works on that area as well. I do have several of the products. So we have the face mask. So I have used that for my skin, and it tones it, and it helps a lot. So yeah, I have experience with several products, and they are all phenomenal in all the things that I've been doing. I am a gastric bypass patient, so I have to take the healing of all the things. So the other thing that I have used, and it's in the belt in my belly, in that area where the surgery was, so that everything can be like healed in itself. But not a condition itself. It's just was after surgery that I used it. The fact that you feel more powerful or more in control of your body, especially when I wasn't able to walk. Yes, it gives you a purpose and all of the things. I have to say that I don't know if that is part of the red light therapy. I have more energy, but I never thought it was connected to it. So the one thing that I wanted to do with the red light therapy is to help people know about it. Actually, I think that most people go into anything that is pharmaceutical first because it's what the first things that we learn. But my mom has improved with that. I was telling them about the belt, that they should be using it for other things. Especially my dad has a pain in here in the shoulder, and we tried it many things. So I actually got him one belt as a present. So and I'm looking forward to see how that works.